8.
Episode 8.
Special guest today. We got Austin's mom here.
Austin's mom.
Susie Deerdorf.
Previously referenced in other podcasts.
Yeah.
Quite often.
Number one fan.
Shout out to the pink-haired mom.
Exactly.
Yeah, so here we are.
So what were we just talking about? We can get right back into that.
What, the knives?
Yeah, the knives.
The knives. Yeah,
Yeah.
I appreciate a good knife. I do.
Yeah.
I mean, most people do.
I am about, like, this knife has a purpose, and that knife has a purpose, and this knife has a purpose. And there's a reason why, like, you know, you use a bread knife on bread and, you know, chopping knives for chopping.
The
and
thing
stuff,
about
you know?
having like a super high quality chef's knife is that a chef's knife is made to be used for fucking everything. So if you have one that's really good, you can use it
Right.
for everything.
And I
you
get
know?
that too.
If
right,
you have cheap
but-
knives, sure, you need to use them as they're supposed to be used.
I agree.
But it makes me crazy when people, like, will use the wrong knife for something, you know?
It drives me nuts at work. I have to use, what do you even call one
The
of
serrated
those?
bread knife?
Yeah, serrated
bread
bread knife to cut literally fucking everything.
Now, I just went and
At
got a
work.
bread knife at Walmart because I agree, chef knives are all purpose.
Right.
But they're ass for bread.
Yeah.
I mean, you
Unless
do need
you're
a bread
like-
knife for bread.
I mean, the only time I've ever seen a non-serrated knife really cut bread good is, like, maybe on the, like, infomercials or something. And
Right.
they've, like, really sharp.
Now, that one you got at work, that bread knife, that's the same one I have.
Right.
It's very nice. It cuts bread great. I even like it for tomatoes. I've been
mean-
using onions on a slicer, which, by the way, onions on a slicer, yo, they're
Yeah.
great. They're perfect.
I mean, yeah.
Like
I
a
can't-
mandolin kind
I'm
No, like an automatic
like a
meat
fucking-
slicer, deli
Oh.
slicer.
I gotcha.
a big ass Hobart slicer.
Yeah, they work great for onions,
But
not tomatoes.
I'm disappointed that this is
I
the
was
first
thinking-
time you've ever cut onions on a slicer, because that's
Yeah.
something I've been doing for fucking ever, and that's normal. Who the fuck slices onions?
Wade's
by
was the
hand?
first time I used a slicer, and then
What?
I got the
Oh my
Comedy Club,
God.
and now I use it all the time.
Oh my
But
god.
I don't think I've ever used a slicer.
they're great.
I mean, if they're like lubed up well and
Yeah.
shit, you know, like if you
You
have.
gotta appreciate a good lube job.
Yeah.
Right.
Thanks for that.
Zing.
But no, like I've worked with some really shitty ones where like the rail that it slides on is just old and fucked, and
Yeah.
it's a workout. You move the machine while you're doing it, and that shit sucks.
The one I use is identical to the one you use right now. It's
Oh, I don't
it's,
use that shit.
Oh, it's super good.
I ain't no fucking prepper, dog.
Yeah, that's true. But he has a nice one.
fucking bitches.
Fuck prep cooks.
Like
That's
I
what we're
didn't-
saying.
Like I didn't prep for 3 years. Shit.
Yeah, and I'm sure they were go back there, Austin the bitch. Cut this
Basically,
turkey.
that's how preppers are treated. It's like, yo, let's get the bitch in the back to do all the work, and it's like, fuck you, dude. You guys are the cooks, making way more money than the prepper, and I gotta fucking take all the shit.
And if your food's prepped, cooking's easy.
Right, exactly. That's what's great about having my mom at the house, because usually 99% of the time she does everything. She preps, she cooks, she cleans. So if she can get me to do any of that, that's one step she doesn't have to do. So, you know, a lot of times she'll do all the prepping, and then I'll do the cooking, and then she does the cleaning.
Yeah.
But, you know, you don't mind doing the cooking if everything's prepped.
I think that's why those services to like bringing the meals in with recipes are so popular, because it's like they give you everything you need for the meal already ready. There's no
Right,
butchering a
right.
chicken. There's no divvying up portions. You
Right.
just cook it and it's done.
Right.
If I was like stupid rich, I would do that. I would have meals like that on hand all the time, because that food is the best.
Yeah, my girlfriend's mom has that service, and she really appreciates it. My girlfriend just subscribed. She was like, it's $8.99 for 3 meals, and then after that, it's like $50 a month. I was like, fuck that.
Oh, one of
I'm
those
poor.
things. Oh, those shits are whack.
They're
I feel-
whack.
Yeah, I feel like the quality is gonna be very low with those things.
I think it depends on. I think
You're
it's
talking
a
about
matter
like
of
those blue
Blue apron,
apron
yeah.
bullshits. Yeah,
Yeah.
no.
Wait,
fuck
well,
that
explain why you think the quality would be lower than like a grocery store.
shit. Because you're getting food in the mail. It's food in
I
the fucking
am
mail.
freaked out by.
So the amount of
But it comes in a dry ice cooler.
Oh, maybe I don't know.
So, like
I
the
don't know.
meats would be frozen.
I
and
Yeah.
thought they were more MRE style.
No,
type of shits.
okay,
Like,
so
like
not the new ones.
I thought they came in like little like TV dinner fucking trays.
No.
You know what I mean? and you just like toss that
I
bitch in
think
the
like
oven.
the
Okay.
old timey like diet plans, like Nutrisystem
Yes.
and stuff
Right.
like that, used to be kind of like that.
So the way it
But not
comes,
these
because I cooked 2 of them, is they give you a bag with whatever meals you ordered, and say you order like a chicken meal, they'd give you frozen chicken breast with green beans separately portioned, and like a potato and all your seasonings.
And
So
like a seasoning packet.
yeah, for
whatever
everything.
it's-
And then it comes
yeah.
with instructions on how to make said meal. Make
Yeah.
this sauce, cook this chicken this way,
Right.
do the
Saute
and then
it in a pan
yeah.
with
So it's
Right.
like YouTube cooking videos without needing to actually learn anything. So you're just following instructions.
and everything's pre-portioned.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, and that's the
basically-
thing is that those things are pre-portioned, and we're some big fellas.
Yeah,
Are those
exactly.
portions big enough for some big
No,
fellas?
they're small.
Okay,
I
exactly.
cooked some of them. I had to take 2 meals together
Exactly.
and cook it, but I didn't even make the recipe. I like to cook, so I was like, well, I got chicken, I got green beans, I got fuck that recipe, and I made my shit.
Right.
And that's I cooked like 2, maybe 3
I
meals.
never follow recipes. I just I know what flavors I like together.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I'm not a recipe guy. It's always off the dome. I don't even own a cookbook. I've never gone off. Well, no. Remember at Thanksgiving that time, I brought stuffed jalapenos. That shit came out of a recipe that I found on like Google, but that shit was fire.
Yeah, so if you want to try something new, a recipe's nice. If you don't know what you're doing.
Well, I was like, I really want a gang of stuffed jalapenos at Thanksgiving. Nobody else is
You
gonna
have
bring
no
them.
idea
So,
how many jalapenos I have this year.
Oh, dude.
Like I was giving them away like grocery bags full.
Holy shit. Yeah, she has like a little farm garden thing at
Okay.
her house
I
with
call
like.
it the farm.
I want to start a garden bad.
but it's like how big is each plot? Like 3x6, and she
I
has
think
3 of
3
them.
by 8.
3 by
Okay.
8 plots.
Yeah.
And there's 3 of them.
Mm-hmm.
So she just has like a gang of shit going
That's
on.
nice.
Yeah.
I want to start a garden so bad.
I neglected it a lot this year, but the peppers, they didn't care. And my green peppers that I bought
Right.
ended up not being green peppers, and they were jalapenos. So I had, and then I bought, I only did 1 plant because the year that you were there and you told me to do them, I did 2 plants, and we had hella jalapenos that year.
Yeah, I grew jalapenos out here this year, just like in a pot.
Yeah.
And I would probably get like 3 or 4 a week. Nothing crazy. But
I'm
the
still-
ones, they were so fucking spicy. I don't know if it's because I grew them here and like the climate's a lot different here, but they were painfully spicy. like Cole ate them, and both times he ate them, he ended up throwing up because they were so fucking spicy.
It's crazy for a jalapeno.
Yeah.
Well, I got 1 jalapeno plant, and then the second one I got was, they call it a jalapeno. So it's got like the flavor of a jalapeno without all the heat of it. In theory, I think you still have to take like all the ribs and stuff out.
Yeah.
Or it's too hot for
Right.
us. But
Right.
between the jalapenos really being spicy and the jalapenos and then the green peppers really being like, they had the things in them that said green peppers,
Right.
but they weren't green peppers.
Right.
They were
Yeah.
jalapenos.
Right.
Just last week, a couple days ago,
Right.
Vernon and Angel came over and he picked a big bag of them to take to his fish guy because the fish guy is going to give him like dead fish or something for his garden.
Okay.
I don't know, something for his garden, but
Yeah, you got a lot of fish, you got a lot of jalapenos. Let's fucking.
Well, how does a dead fish contribute to a garden?
I'm really not sure. I didn't
Oh,
go
nitrogen.
into detail.
Dead fish is nitrogen.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, I thought you were like
I know
eating it.
there's, like,
I mean, I don't eat
like
live
all kinds of
fish.
Crazy things like that. Like they say, put your coffee grounds in it, and
Yeah.
I don't drink coffee. And even though I have all these coffee drinkers in my house, I don't drink coffee, and no one else will gather it for me, so I don't do that. Or eggshells.
Yeah, all that shit
They
works.
say all
Eggshells are phosphorus.
but I don't. Nobody.
The best way to do that though is to compost it. Don't just throw them on top of your fucking garden. You're gonna have a lot of bugs.
Right, like I did that with the eggshells the first time I did it, and because we had like people over or something, so we had like a ton of eggshells all at once, and nobody told me that, and so I just like they were out, so I kind of like smushed them up or whatever, like a little bit with my hands, but they were like, and like they were there like weeks later and weeks
Yeah, that's
later,
not a good move.
And people were like,
Yeah, no.
"What the hell? No, you were
It's
supposed
big-
to like pulverize them beyond recognition to like really get them
supposed to compost
into
them.
the
Yeah.
well, right? But if you're not gonna compost them, then
It still does very
No,
little good.
but
Yeah.
as big as your fucking yard is, there is no reason that you do not have a compost bin with all the other random bullshits that you have going on in your yard.
I know, but that is kind of disgusting. I just can't deal with it.
So when you guys eat eggs, have you had like the heritage eggs? They're like free eggs. They get to roam on a field. Have you eaten those? There's like
I
a
don't
black
know what
top.
that means. No, I don't
Explain
know.
it more. You know what I'm talking about?
Free range eggs.
I mean, I know. I've
It's not
heard
just
of
free
them,
range.
I've
It's like a
never
step
had them.
further. They get to roam in a field like cows.
Right.
Have you had the really good eggs that are expensive?
Are they? Do they taste better?
Yes. Have you?
No, but
Okay,
I have. We have started buying like organic, good milk,
Uh-huh.
and like normally when you buy a gallon of milk, it expires in what 2 weeks?
Yeah. Very quick.
Dude, our milk expires in like 2.5 months.
Damn.
Yeah, and like you're paying $5 for a half gallon, but it's like it lasts fucking 2.5 goddamn months, and I
should
don't
do
drink
that because
milk
I'm
very
the only
fast.
One that drinks milk, and I don't drink it
Right.
very fast.
I drink milk so fast the expiration date doesn't matter.
Yeah, so fuck it for you. But yeah, we started doing that, and like we were blown away by how long organic, good
Yeah.
quality milk will actually last.
All right, back to the eggs. Have you guys, when you crack eggs, what color are the yolks usually?
like a dark golden yellow
Yeah.
orange kind of color.
Okay, you might be getting decent eggs because good eggs are like a dark orange, and they taste so much different. The white, I usually hate egg whites. I love the egg whites of the
I
don't-
love
I'm
I
not-
love egg whites.
I'm not an egg white. I'm a
Oh
yellow.
no, I like the whites. You know I like the whites. Like
I don't
I
know.
dip.
The whites
I
are
dip
gross.
The
I
yolk,
dip it.
You know, but then
And
the
then-
whites, that's the best part. I make my
No.
little sandwich.
Only communists don't dip in yolks.
Yeah, that's the way to do it.
I dip in my yolks, but I cut off most of the white.
Same.
And
Fuck that
I'll
white.
take like if it's been cooked enough to have like a little bit of hard yellow on the white, like after you
Yeah.
dip it, then
No.
I'll smush that on a piece of toast.
Yeah,
But
no,
I'm
I
not
make
like
I make
you.
a sandwich out of the whites with the more toast that I
When
have.
I make a sandwich,
Ew.
I push most of the egg whites away. That's one of the few
Oh,
things
no.
that a more
Oh.
can have the egg white.
I think
No.
Heritage Farm is the eggs I like. They're like, they only sell them at a few Walmarts and a couple stores. I think King Soopers has them. It's like a black top with like chickens on it, and you can open it, and it's like, I'm gonna say this wrong. It's another commercial. It's like trackability, but you can like Google it, and you can see the chicken.
Oh, okay,
Farm.
see like where it
Yeah.
came from. Okay, like the where's Washington
Yeah.
thing on the dollar bill.
And they're so good. You guys, they're like $5, $6 a carton, but they're delicious.
I'm not real big on eggs. I go through stages in my life where I won't eat eggs for years. Like I just don't like them, and I'm verging back onto that stage. Like
Do you eat scrambled eggs?
I do, but
What do you think about ketchup on scrambled eggs?
She hates ketchup.
What?
She absolutely hates ketchup. It like does not ever consider it ever on anything.
with the one exception being the glaze on the meatloaf. You gotta have
I
that.
thought
Okay,
she was
yeah.
about to say
Ketchup on
on a.
meatloaf.
I thought she was about to say on a glazed donut, and I was about to be like, "What
That'd
the
been
fuck
weird, yeah.
are you doing?"
No, I'm not that high.
Yeah,
but
ketchup and
I'm good.
meatloaf's a thing.
Yeah,
No,
you
yeah,
got to
for
have
sure.
That ketchup glaze
Yeah.
to have that good, like mom meatloaf.
Do you like barbecue sauce?
No, oh my
Really?
god. And I'd prefer you not eat it around me because it's really smelly. But the worst. And
I love
I'm kind of
barbecue.
known for not liking
I'm
this
not
too.
big on barbecue sauce either. Like
Oh, I love it.
The worst.
unless
thing
it's like Carolina barbecue sauce, like the vinegary.
Oh, yeah, the
like
vinegar-based
runny
stuff,
shit.
yeah.
You know, it's like
Fuck
water.
that. I like a
it's
nice
just
thick Kansas City
spicy
barbecue.
vinegar. Oh yeah, no, that shit's whack. I don't fuck with that. Like if I order chicken nuggets, it's sweet and sour, never barbecue.
Oh, I get
you know
barbecue.
What I mean? If I order,
I dip my
if
fries in barbecue.
No, if oh god, what the fuck? Like if I order
thought it was
wings,
normal.
if I order wings, it's always buffalo wings, never barbecue wings.
Yeah,
Never
I go for
barbecue.
buffalo
Yeah.
as well. Buffalo
Yeah.
wings are the best wings.
Oh yeah, for
buffalo,
sure.
but I'll do like.
No, she's
I'll
like a
put
garlic and herb.
buttered
sometimes.
garlic
I
wing
love
is good.
Garlic and herb. I'll do a teriyaki.
Yeah,
I'll-
dude,
I'll
those
try like a
teriyaki
weird
ones.
They're not
Oh
bad.
my god. So
I think
Pizza
they're
Hut,
best.
shout out fucking Pizza Hut. They have like a Hawaiian teriyaki wing.
I think it tastes
Holy
burnt.
shit.
The sauce tastes burnt.
Yo, fuck you. Every time we've eaten them, we've been like,
No, they're
mind
delicious.
you, we're like 20 shots in, and we're like, dude, this wing
I mean,
is the greatest wing. And it's like a Pizza Hut wing.
But that's because you don't eat buffalo. I usually get buffalo. And
No,
unless
I
you're
do
here, then I get my
buffalo,
whatever
but
else.
I do buffalo, but it
It'd be
can't.
like it's so acidic, you don't like it.
Yeah, and like you don't have Tums at your fucking house, so I don't do acid here.
Bring Tums to your house. You know that I don't have them.
Dude, remember whenever we needed Tums, so we drank a bunch of fucking, what is it, baking soda? Or
What
no,
the
no, what did we
I
drink?
didn't do that.
Yeah, no, we did that.
I
because
didn't.
We needed Tums.
I don't think I did.
Yeah, it was late as fuck.
I was blacked out if I did because I don't
Yeah.
remember drinking
What
that
is
ever.
it that you're supposed to fucking
Baking
drink?
soda and water.
Milk.
Yeah.
No, milk
Is it
makes
bake-
it worse.
Is it
Yeah.
baking soda and
Milk
water?
is no, it feels good on the way down, but your stomach produces extra acid
It's-
to digest milk, which makes it worse. I
So-
looked into
no,
it.
it's something like baking soda is like
It's
an alkaline or
Yeah, it's
something.
the pH of it. And
Yeah.
it
so
counteracts
it
the
like
acid.
settles the acid in your stomach.
Did I drink that?
No.
Do you remember me drinking it?
Yeah, and we were like freaking out over this thing, like, oh my god, why did we do that? Did we put too much in there?
I
'Cause
can't
we, like,
believe I did that. That's crazy.
Yeah,
Okay.
and it was fucking awful.
Hashtag blackout.
It tasted like sweat. Like we just like took a shot of sweat.
I'm sure that's partly why I felt like shit in the morning.
I mean, it got my heartburn to go away.
I don't really
But
get heartburn.
No, I don't think I could do that.
It was fucking nasty. It was fucking gross.
Like I have a lot of weird things about food, like texture issues and things like that, that I can't eat just anything, and
Right.
that's one thing. And the one thing that I hate most of all on the planet is bananas.
What?
Yeah, she hates
Oh,
bananas.
I hate bananas. Oh,
Well, bananas don't like you either.
yeah.
Peanut butter banana sandwiches are
And it,
dope.
No,
it
that's
really
shitty.
makes me mad because
Because
they're
I don't like peanut butter.
There's
So-
like that's me and ketchup, because my mom used to let me put ketchup on everything as a kid, as long as I would eat it. I could put ketchup on it, and
You know those
I
fucking
did that
idiots
with
that eat
him
ketchup and steak.
to get him to take his meds.
What?
Yeah, you
Why
don't-
would you put ketchup
You don't know those
on a
people? They like
steak?
well done steak and ketchup.
Oh, I thought you were saying you like
No,
that.
fuck
Oh,
that. I
Yeah,
like a
fuck
mid-rare
those
steak.
people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are not my people.
How do you eat
Yeah.
a steak? What's your temperature?
No, she's
Oh,
a mid-rare.
medium rare.
She's a
Mid-rare,
mid-rare,
okay,
yeah.
so,
yeah.
If it's
Same
got
as
a good
me.
crust on the outside,
Yeah.
that good, but
Dude,
almost
she hasn't
bloody.
had Wagyu.
I've never had
Yeah.
it. He's
I've
gonna
only had it
make me
once. It's
some.
delicious. You should have brought some. It's so good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's,
I made
he's
it
gonna
for
make
him.
me some.
I
I was like,
before.
it ain't much better than ribeye.
No, and I'm
Oh,
sitting there
okay.
telling him,
I
like,
don't-
dude, whenever you
I'm
eat
kind of a
this...
steak snob. Like, if you put it in front of me, I'll eat it, but
Yeah.
I don't like the fat. I don't like.
But
As
the
long as it's
Wagyu
not
has
cooked down, I'll
great
eat it.
marbling. That's what's great about it.
It
is-
doesn't taste like fat. If you're thinking like fat on the
Right.
side of a ribeye, it's not that.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
it's not like
It's
that.
so
marbled
ingrained
through
into
it.
the meat.
I'm not into the fat. Remember when, like, me and Chad, we used to go get prime rib, and I always get like the huge prime rib, and I'll never eat that much meat. But I only eat this part, and Chad would eat that whole like.
Okay, have you
inch
ever,
of
like-
fat.
Dude, I'm all about that inch of fat. Oh, my God.
Have you ever had like a nice seared ribeye where it's like brown on the outside, the fat is, and like lick the flavor?
Well, yeah, the but the.
You like the flavor though?
I like the flavor.
Okay, the
Yeah, it's a
Wagyu
texture
is,
thing.
The
It's a
Wagyu is
texture
like a
thing,
tenderloin,
yeah.
except for you get the flavor of that fat. with
Right.
it.
Yeah, because the
It's not-
marbling
you don't get the
Right.
texture of the
so
fat.
good.
So many of the ribeyes that I usually see in the store, it's like the marbling would be too thick, to give it,
Yeah.
and a lot of times it makes it tough. Sometimes if it's a good steak, it'll make it better. But anyways,
I
I'm
describe
real picky
Wagyu
about my steaks.
like-
Usually we just get filet.
Wagyu is...
The flavor of the fat without the texture of the fat. 'Cause
Mm-hmm.
the texture of fat's what throws me off. But I do like the flavor. But you don't get the texture when it's ingrained in the meat. Like
Yeah, no, like I told him
And
whenever
if
I...
it's got that, like the grill with where the fire has
Right.
made it all black and
Yeah.
charry, like I like
Yeah.
that, but I don't like smoked. I don't
Yeah.
Oh,
like
dude, I
smoked
love
meats
smokes.
at all.
Oh, my God.
I mean-
smoked meats are fire.
It's a nice smoked pork shoulder.
I don't like pork.
But not, like...
I know.
Yeah, I know. She lives in North Carolina, doesn't like fucking pork.
Right.
What the fuck?
I like bacon, but only in my fingers.
Uh-huh.
Like I don't eat it. I don't put it in any of my vegetables. Like nothing ruins a vegetable worse than cooking it with pork fat.
Yeah, so like
Oh, fuck
fuck
you.
flavor.
No. Green
We don't
beans
need
with
that.
bacon in
But
it?
I do
Mac and
like-
cheese with bacon?
What do you use for flavor? Just salt?
I mean, I like salt and butter.
She's so white.
Yeah.
She's so
okay,
fucking
butter's
white.
fat though.
Yeah, I mean,
Butter
I
is
like
the fat.
fat, but I don't like the bacon in food. I'll eat if it's good bacon cooked to that right where the fat just kind of melts in your mouth consistency.
We were
I'll
at
eat
work,
a pound of it right
and
now.
he was like talking to the boss. He's like, "Hey, what are you doing with this grease over here? This bacon fat. I'll take that home."
Yeah, dude, I'll fucking use that shit.
Right, like, and I get it. I'll fry my eggs in bacon fat. Like, I like a good fried egg in bacon fat.
I don't like that because I don't like to make my egg look dirty.
Yeah.
I like
It's
if I'm
great,
gonna eat a
It is-
egg
does
white,
taste good.
it's gonna be like all crispy on the edges
Oh,
like that.
Yeah, but I like my bacon like
My whites have to be done. My yellow can be.
My whites have to be done but supple. Like I know one time my boss was like,
supple.
"Yeah,
That's a good word.
it
right?
is. I like supple whites."
Supple.
But our boss, like, someone came and complained. He's like, "Can you? I want it crispy on the outside." It's like my mom. He's like, "Oh, just 'cause your mom burned the eggs, I'm supposed to."
That's
It's
the thing in
nostalgia.
my house too. Like, I like certain things burnt, like a good burnt chocolate chip cookie.
Oh fuck no.
Oh right, because you know we
Fuck
pull
no.
up here and it fucking reeks like chocolate chip
I like
cookies.
them a little crispy
And
and
I'm thinking to myself, I can distract.
No, I want a
this.
cookie
She
gooey.
can let them go and they'll get burnt. I can distract. I'm having this thought. No, it's a candle.
I like a little
It's
bit of
okay.
burnt chocolate chip
Down.
cookies.
But
I like a
But
good
back-
because
Yeah.
my mom burnt shit all the time when I was a kid.
My mom burnt shit too.
Garlic
Yeah, that's where it
bread,
comes from.
garlic bread. Oh, I like burnt cheese.
Do not burn my garlic butter cheese.
I know, right?
Very upset.
Fuck.
I
no.
love burnt cheese.
but
What?
no, back
Like
to
on
the
lasagna around the outside. Oh,
back to the bacon thing. I like my bacon as undercooked as
I
it
gotta
can
pee.
possibly be fucking undercooked. I want it to stretch like this.
Oh.
Oh man. Oh dude, I want it to be
Yeah.
dripping
you
and
did not learn that from me.
I know because you like crispy ass bacon and I've broken
I don't like it hard though.
I've broken teeth on Nana's bacon.
Right, because she
burns the fuck out of
one-
bacon.
One out of like every 6 times, maybe.
Dude,
She
I
is
have
perfect.
broken teeth on fucking Nana's
It's
bacon.
been really hard with COVID because we had like there's one kind of bacon that she buys. It's some kind of Oscar Mayer. I don't know what
Right.
it is. But
Quality
It's
product.
it's a good bacon. You know, it's not like a cheap bacon or whatever.
I'm a Hormel boy, but I
This
like
is
my
the kind that she likes.
Hormel thick cut.
No.
And
I like it
undercooked.
thin.
I like it thick and undercooked and stretchy
Do you
and
like
just
pork
dripping.
belly?
Oh,
Like,
Oh
I don't
yes!
think
Oh
I
my
can-
god!
I don't think
Yes,
I can
pork
eat.
belly.
Oh my god!
I don't think I can
Pork
eat.
belly is fire. Making pork belly fucking sucks. I had to do that like twice a week when I worked at that place in Wake Forest. I don't want to drop names, but fuck. But we only made pork belly for bacon bits. So then I had to then cut an entire fucking belly of a goddamn
You didn't
pig.
have,
Pork
like,
belly's
a
great.
machine
No.
to,
No, I had to sit there and dice that shit up like
I
twice a
been
week.
like food processor.
Yeah, no, I had to have like little cubes of fucking belly, and
Knife
all it
cuts
went
matter.
in was fucking mac and cheese. That mac and cheese we probably charged like 18
bet it
goddamn
was
dollars
delicious.
for. Oh my god, it was so
It
fucking
sounds
great.
great.
It
Yeah.
was so good.
It was
Big old balls of belly. you
Pork
know?
belly is delicious.
Oh, I love belly. It's so good.
But back to
And-
the crispy bacon. You're fucking a nasty person. Thin bacon that is crispy, not where it hurts your teeth, but where it just like dissolves.
it dissolves,
Like where the
right?
fat
No.
dissolves. It's.
But with
No.
the COVID, you can't always get. You got to take what you can get at the stores, you know. And so
I mean, if you
especially-
can get all bacon to
Just-
kind of do that, but
No, I mean, it's hard enough to get the bacon she knows to do it right. Much less new bacon.
I like baking bacon. Bacon in the oven is so much more consistent.
I do not
I
like
can't
that.
Do it.
I don't like it.
I can't figure it out.
Dahmer, chill.
It's like 350. Check it a lot.
No.
Yeah, I can't figure it out. Well, I think it would work if I had like a broiling pan. We don't have a broiling pan,
I use
and
a
so it
cookie sheet.
just right. But
With
then
parchment paper.
then it sits in the grease, and it usually stay. We can't figure out how to tell because you know how it like continues to cook. So you got to
Yeah.
take it out when it's still soft, and it's either like we take it out too soon or we take it out too
Yeah.
late. You got to find that perfect.
Yeah,
you
it's-
have to know your oven and know your bacon.
It's like
And
cooking cheese sticks in a fryer. Like
Right,
they're perfect.
right.
30 seconds later, they've exploded.
Right, exactly. It's a fine line.
Yeah.
It really is. And so, yeah, she can do it on she's got a griddle, and that's her
Yeah.
go-to thing.
Oh, I paid
Not my
$300 for
go-to
a flat
thing.
grill, and it's a waste of fucking money.
Oh no, that's her go-to.
Hers is like a plug-in one that sits on the counter.
Oh, okay. That'd have been better.
He
well,
has a
more well
gas
spent.
flat top that is
Oh,
outside.
I would I want one of those, like in
Buy
my.
his fucking flat
Yeah,
top
Because he never uses it and he hates it.
That's not really going to work out for our circumstances. But yeah, when I get my whole kitchen,
Yeah.
like I'm going to have an outdoor kitchen attached,
Sit.
and I want to have a griddle because I like to grill
Yeah.
out. But
So for this
Sometimes.
pandemic, it's really ruined a lot of grocery stores. I know
and the
they've
little
been
town
picked
we
dry.
live in is just retarded.
Picked dry.
Like, it's been crazy with just having nothing.
Do you remember
forever.
when ground beef was at like $10 to $12 a pound?
No.
No, up here I went to get ground beef. I was like, it's a cheap beef. It was
No,
so
I'm
expensive.
pretty sure our governor said no price gouging.
Okay, I don't think
Yeah.
price gouged. I think it was just there was no beef, so it is what it is.
But our governor comes on and he said that you can't do that. Water is water. I mean, but I think you're allowed to do it within a certain amount.
yeah.
Like,
do you remember the
like
beef
you
going
used
on?
to
Yeah,
be
it
able
was
to
super
buy-
expensive for a minute.
Yeah.
I don't think ours was ever like that. But like you used to get say like a jug of drinking water.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we buy it by the jug because we have red water. You from
Yeah.
Georgia, we have red clay,
Yeah.
and it's in our water crazy. And but we did just get a filter thing, and now the toilets aren't stained anymore. We
So as
clean
someone a
the
little
toilets.
older than
that's
us, what do you feel like this pandemic is
A
doing? How do you
little.
think it's going to unfold.
What? Ask me again.
How do you think this pandemic is going to unfold? Like, what does this whole thing mean for the country going forward?
I think
What do you think will happen?
honestly, I have no idea. I think whatever does happen is going to be a bunch of grown ass fucking men blaming the other grown ass fucking men and women who, in, the immortal words of my boyfriend Bones, women are diabolical on a whole level you men will never understand. So, them women in power, if you piss them off,
Okay, no, I don't mean politically. I mean, like, what does it mean for like everyone living their
Right,
lives?
and
small
especially
businesses? How's
since
that gonna
you
affect the
you
economy
own
and
a
stuff?
small
do.
business.
I am
So
a
like,
small
how
business.
have you been affected financially? You dumb little.
I had my work last year. We did a lot of work. We did a lot of business. I mean, I don't really think it's right to
What do you
drop
do?
numbers. I own a small construction company that we do parking lot repairs and paving, concrete, asphalt.
I
that
feel
sort
like
of
for
thing.
this pandemic, though, that's kind of a decent business. Businesses that had money are like, well, since no one's going to be in my fucking parking lot, let's put down a new one.
Well, it's most of the work that we do is repair work, and with the pandemic, what had happened was that they were only doing absolute had to be done things, like
Okay.
if it was a trip hazard or something like that. But because one thing that makes this unique, other than the fact, it's owned by, a pink-haired woman, is that I'll go wherever. If it makes sense for me money-wise, and I can make money, and my people can make money, and the people who I get the work from, they can make money, I'll go. Because, like, most of my work comes from another company.
How did you get into owning a construction business?
I have had many jobs in my lifetime. I'm an accountant by trade. After I had Austin, I decided somebody needed
Quick question: does accounting suck?
The thing I like
That's a yes.
I like the work of accounting. I like.
Yeah, you get to sit on your ass all day in a fucking cubicle. It sounds great.
I use my brain. I tell them all the time. You can do it too. You don't have to do accounting. There's all kinds of things you can do. Sit on your ass
Yeah.
and make money. but you have to go to school to do it. And it's not because you can't learn by other ways, but you can't get in the job. You can't get in the door. You can't get a job. So it doesn't matter if you know accounting, because they're not going to hire you if you don't have that degree.
Yeah.
That's just how it is.
Yeah, you got to have the piece of paper.
Right, you've got to have that piece of paper. But what I don't like about accounting is the corporate world.
You know what you don't need a piece of paper for? This.
True.
There you go.
Yes. Anybody with a phone can do this now.
Yeah, all I have is a phone.
Nice subtle diss, Mom.
Oh, was it a diss?
Right.
I'm
It's
sorry.
backhanded
I'm
compliment.
sorry.
Anybody with a phone can do what you guys do. Shit,
you know,
losers.
I mean-
Fucking kid's a loser. Should have never got him that damn phone.
No, that's not the case. That's not what I meant. I'm just saying, this genre or forum, I don't know what you really call it, but it's opened things up for so many people,
yeah.
now the common man really can have a view about things.
I feel like this is a
or
lot
he
like
can
radio
have a
when it
view about
started.
nothing,
Thanks, subtle diss. Subtle diss. Subtle diss.
So here's my view
The
about
common
nothing.
man can have a view about whatever he wants. Or they can sit there and talk about fucking nothing.
Don't you feel
all
like
the
just the
time.
word common man alone means like there's a hierarchy? Like these people are better than you because why?
Right,
What
like
makes
like
you-
we
what
are
makes that guy
we
not
are the
common?
common people, and then there are clearly people that are above us.
Yeah.
You know, like
Why am
yeah.
I considered common? Why isn't
I
he
think-
common? 'Cause he has money? Because he's seen by a lot of people?
No, it's power, which power
Yes.
doesn't always equate money, but money does contribute most often to power. But it can also come from lineage.
I mean, power comes from so many things nowadays, like viewership, or maybe you're
Right.
actually fucking strong. Like I can lift 300 pounds. That's power.
Bullshit. No, he can't.
I mean, not me.
Right, but it could be that you're pretty.
Yeah.
All these
Oh, that's some power. That's,
Lot-
yeah.
For sure.
right.
You're rocking some power. If you
Power
do.
the pussy, that's been around a long, long, long time, and it's all of those things. It comes from a lot of different things, but it's all about.
As the great Jim Jeffries said, I think the most important thing in
I
life
don't know who Jim
is
Jeffries
being
is.
good looking.
Is he
He's a comedian.
a comedian?
Yeah.
Okay. No, I don't know who he is.
You should watch him. He's great.
Meh.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I give him a meh.
His freedom.
I mean, he's definitely
great.
no like Tom Segura. Tom
I
Segura.
don't watch a lot of stand-up.
Yeah, she's not a stand-upper.
Okay.
Yeah.
Stand-up.
I think Jim Jeffries had the better special compared to Tom Segura. He has one special. It's amazing.
Well, Tom Segura has several that are amazing. He might have
That's true.
one that's like.
Yeah, Jim
not
Jeffries
that
has
great.
one standout. Everything else is okay. Tom Segura is
Right.
very consistent.
Tom Segura has like several bangers.
Agreed.
So, yeah. And then there's like Bert Kreischer. He had like a banger 10 years ago. I didn't think his.
That's the guy that doesn't wear any clothes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
liked Big Boy. I liked it.
I mean, it wasn't, but it's not The Machine. It's not the
I
Machine.
think it was
is
equal to
fucking
Machine.
iconic.
I didn't love
No.
Machine as much as everyone else.
Dude, The Machine is. It's not even like from a comedic point, just from a story being told.
From a storytelling point, it's amazing. Great
That's
A.
like the
Great A.
greatest story ever.
It's a great story.
Yeah, and it's fucking funny too. He makes
is also
funny.
kinda funny.
You know, like it's fucking great. The Machine is fucking
It's all about
fantastic.
delivery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He sells it.
Yeah, but I don't know. Jim Jeffries never really made an impact. Jimmy Carr's new one was good. That
I still need to watch it.
that greatest golden. So Jimmy Carr, this British comedian, has a comedy special that I just like rolled across on Facebook one day, and it said "Comedies Greatest Golden Hits," and I started. And that's just the name of his stand-up special. So I thought it was gonna be like highlights, but it's just him talking, and it's fucking hilarious.
That's
He
a great
killed
name.
it. I know, it's so good. It brought me in.
Right?
Right. The whole attention deficit thing. It's going to be 30-second clips to keep me going.
Right.
Just the best of the best.
But then
I don't know
watched
if
it,
that's
I was like-
ADD as much as our generation.
Yeah,
Like-
Well,
probably.
and I mean, like we were saying earlier, it's all everybody has a little bit of it in them.
If I'm on YouTube and they have a really nice title and a picture to catch me, and I look down and I see it's more than 10 minutes, shit,
Right.
more than
Yeah,
5
same.
minutes, I'm like, next.
Dude, I've even found myself watching the YouTube stories now
Yeah.
because they're like 15 seconds and they're hilarious. And then I see it, and then it immediately starts another one with no ad.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, fuck yeah, these 15-second little comedy clips are fucking fantastic.
And then all of a sudden you're like, oh, it's been 3 fucking hours.
Exactly.
3 hours of 15-second clips.
Basically, yeah. The YouTube stories are fucking
I mean, it's
banging.
I think what's happening with social media is it's becoming like a really one-liner joke.
Yeah.
They're like, set up, punch, ha, gotcha.
Yeah.
Set up, punch, ha, gotcha.
Yeah.
You want to see it again? I'll do it again. Set up, punch, ha, gotcha.
I feel like memes are
Yeah, memes do
basically
that.
that.
Right,
you know, you
right.
see at the
Yeah.
top of the picture the joke, and then at the bottom the picture the answer.
And who can come up with the joke first,
Right.
you
Yes.
know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
And the funniest version of it, you know?
but yeah, like back to the stand-up thing. Tom Segura is definitely like one of my top.
I mean, I think
guys,
the
dude.
GOAT, most people agree right now, Bill Burr's the GOAT.
Oh
Even
yeah,
Dave
Bill
Chappelle.
Burr is great. I've never really been that into Dave Chappelle's comedy.
He has a couple. Have you seen his stand-ups? They're really good. Fuck those clips.
I mean, I'm sure I have. I mean, I can't remember.
His stand-ups
them
are
off
great.
off the dome
Um,
right now, but yeah,
Dave,
Bill Burr
Bill
is
Burr.
fucking fantastic.
Yeah, we're trying to get him to the club. The guy that was just headlining this weekend, he worked with Bill Burr. And he was like, he's such a nice guy. He's like, you expect him to be like, you fucking nanny, da da da, what's
Right.
that fucking shirt?
Right.
He's like, no, he's so fucking nice.
Right. Yeah, no, Bill Burr is pretty fucking cool. His Hot Ones episode is good.
I don't know if I've seen. Oh no, I have seen that. That
Yeah,
is good. Yeah, he
it's-
doesn't like heat.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. The Hot Ones episode with him was good. Shout out Hot Ones.
Hot Ones
yeah.
is good. Their new show. I
Oh,
don't really
speaking
like
of,
as
do you
much.
know what Cold Ones is?
No, what's Cold Ones?
It's a podcast. Lots of viewers. We'll have to watch it later. It's really funny. But it's these two guys from like New Zealand, so they got like funny accents and shit. You know,
Yeah.
no disrespect New Zealanders, but you guys
We
talk
do
cool.
love a good accent.
Yeah, accents are fun.
Oh yeah, if you have
So-
a British accent, you're smart.
But anyways, these guys recently had.
So what is this then?
I
You
mean,
know,
I don't
the
know.
whole Southern twang thing.
Less
Yeah.
smart than most Americans.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's your vibe.
But Cold Ones, like I said, they have a huge following, like
Wait a
millions,
second.
millions of subs.
Say okay.
Okay.
Yeah, give me the mic. Say okay.
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 Z, you go. Okay.
Well, and we have this story from when
The
Austin
Five
was born.
story?
Yeah, when Austin was born, he was born in Ohio, and he lived in Ohio until he was a week away from being 3 years old.
Yeah.
Then we moved back to North Carolina. However,
Take your dog out.
he learned to talk from me,
Yeah.
obviously. So he had Southern twang before, he ever moved south.
did?
Yes. I mean, what he used to be way Southern when he was
Now
really
he,
young.
Now he has very little accent with
Yeah.
sometimes a Boston gangster slang. I don't know where that's coming from.
I'm sure it's from the roommate thing, just or the
Oh
movies,
no, he had it before the roommate.
movies. Like
When he
if-
started working, he'll just throw it
Yeah.
in. Sometimes he wants to be a gangster, so
Yeah.
you get a twang on it.
He had a thing when he was young one time that he was gonna be Mexican and speak Spanish.
I did that. I went
And-
through that phase.
And he just ended all his words with like a vowel. Like
Did he
with
slick his
O's.
hair back with gel?
No, I don't remember that. He just he talked in his version of Spanish, which would
Yeah.
be like, "Let's go sit on the coucho." Like it was everything ended with O, and
Uh-huh.
so that went on for a little while. But
How old was he?
10, 11, something
Okay,
like that.
that was about my Mexican phase. Yeah.
Yeah, like probably, like maybe 5th, 6th grade.
I mean, Mexicans just seem so much cooler than white
He
people.
thought that too. Everybody of any ethnicity. He was like mad. I remember coming home one day and he was like super mad that we don't have anything ethnic. I mean, like I'm pretty
Yeah.
white. Like as white as I'm pretty sure. There might be some mixture in there, but my hair is hella straight and
Yeah.
my skin is hella white. So whatever. Like. It
I
is
think
what
the
it
straight
is.
hair thing's a little. There's other cultures with straight hair.
Right,
Like the
but,
best
like-
hair that black women buy, they don't buy white girl hair. They go buy like Indian hair.
Right, but it's because it's that nice thick.
Asians
Yeah.
have really nice hair.
Right.
It's very straight and nice.
very straight.
Always black though.
But it's not. I've got that fine hair.
Yeah.
Like it's super fine
Uh-huh.
and it's very soft all the time and all that. But
Your mom's super into her hair.
anyways,
Yes, I know.
so he like was all mad
That where you
because
get
he
it from?
wasn't. He wasn't. ethnic enough. Like he was like, you know,
Do you want to be a Mexican?
like we had a neighbor that was Mexican.
Me too. He
And-
had chickens. I was like,
So
fucking
he
chickens.
was like-
Chickens.
Yeah, and he
Mine had far more exoticer birds.
Really? What the hell?
Like peacocks and shit, and like what the ones that talk.
Yeah.
He had like his dad like collected
Oh,
exotic
my neighbor
birds.
just had chickens
And they
and
had
dinner.
like, they had like a whole garage full of them. And then one day I come home from school and I go to like let the dogs in from outside, and there's feathers everywhere. So I go next door and I'm like, yo, are you missing a bird? And he's all like, yeah, as a matter of fact, the peacock's not here. A whole ass peacock. And my dog killed it in our backyard because it like escaped somehow.
Damn.
Yeah.
Got into our backyard. And my big ass fucking dog ate the fuck out of there.
she was like lab size.
Yeah, but I mean, a lab's a big dog.
Yeah, lab's
a
yeah,
big
she's
dog.
big as fuck. And then once she got old, she got even bigger because that's what happens.
Yeah.
Age.
But yeah,
Hey, sorry, I didn't mean to yell into the thing.
um,
He was on the counter.
but no, but back to the cold ones thing. Big podcast, huge following, New Zealand guys. They had Belle Delphine on there.
What do they do? Just talk? Do they make you like eat ice? What do they do?
No, they drink beers. Cold
Oh,
ones.
okay.
They're cold,
Cold
ones.
ones.
Cold
Okay.
ones. They take shots. They do what we do.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, they do exactly what we do. It's
Friends.
Yes.
Your people.
Exactly. Yeah, they like take shots and shit. And,
Okay.
And you know Belle Delphine, the girl that sold her bathwater on the internet?
I've heard of her. I haven't seen her.
Yes.
See, this day and age is retarded.
Yeah, but this is
Retarded men are sick. That's what it is.
And because of
But-
access to everything, people can be as
But this is what's special about it. This is the first time that she has spoken like publicly in an interview, and it's on fucking Cold Ones.
Okay.
And she's like what's considered like an e-thought, e-girl.
Yeah.
You know, one of those.
Mhm.
You know, and she's actually like very down to earth and super like kind of cool.
Really?
And it's like
I
you
mean,
expect her
think-
to be like a dumbass.
Do you think
bitch.
she did it as kind of a joke though? Like, ha ha ha! Oh
What
shit!
kind of woman do you think would be the type to sell?
A sexy one. Done.
Dude, she's bad as fuck, bro. She's so hot. Oh my
Yeah.
god, Belle
I
Delphine.
think a girl is hot and knows she's hot, and she's like, I could sell underwear, I can sell socks.
Yeah.
Look at these dirty bitches. I'm gonna sell
Right.
bathwater.
She's like people are
Paris
buying.
Hilton, like-
She's like people.
No,
are
Paris
buying-
Hilton's not hot.
People buy pictures
no,
of her feet.
this
oh,
one.
No. Oh no, Paris Hilton's bad as fuck.
No, she's not. She
Oh my
got
God.
she got like little girl tits.
Oh, no.
She looks like a pencil,
He
and her
was
face is
all
weird
about
without
it.
makeup.
Paris Hilton's
Until
bad.
he became an ass man, and then he was loved him some Kim
Yeah, Kim Kardashian is bad too.
Kim's okay. I don't like the fake. I like natural.
No, but like I don't know if you ever seen
But that
them
was
like.
back before she was like completely.
Well,
Yeah,
gay.
she used to be hot.
Yeah.
Well, like have you ever seen them like around other people?
Who?
Like the Kardashians. Other than like the one that's like looks like Shrek. The other
She looks
ones-
great now.
The other ones though, dude, they're like 5'1".
Yeah.
With tits like that and ass like that. You know.
Favorite
what I mean? It's
Kardashian?
like- oh, Kim all day. Oh no, it's the other one. The one that doesn't look like Shrek and is not Kim. What is it? Is it Chloe?
Kylie?
Courtney.
Courtney's my favorite
Courtney.
too.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
I like
dude.
yeah.
Yeah.
Courtney's the hottest,
Yeah.
but the
Courtney's
most.
because she's got that innocent thing,
Yeah.
but you know she's like a freak in
And
the
her face is
bedroom.
better. And her body's
And
better.
her husband's clearly like a beta cuck type of guy.
Oh my
Wears,
god!
like,
Why are you
pink-
so into that?
He wears like pink polos and it's all like, oh my god, I just want to fuck your wife so bad.
I mean, do you think she
And
dresses him, or
because
do you
fuck
think
you.
he's like, I really didn't dig
No,
this
I
pink
think
polo.
he's like really like. eh. Like, let's be real. What the fuck is his
Faggy.
name? You watch that show.
Not like
What the-
Nana does. Nana watches
But what
it.
the fuck's that guy's name? That's
Um,
like married to her.
Ditzik. His last name's Ditzik because now he's got some sort of like house rehab show called like
Oh.
Flip It with Ditzik.
All fags have house
hey,
rehab
hey,
shows.
hey.
That's
No, we're
that's-
taking that word back.
Yeah, that's
Um,
like a common thing.
I heard Joey Diaz the other day, like, he talks about some guy that's like, he's not gay, but he's like, kind of like that. And he's like, that half a fag. And
Right.
I like that. I
Right.
like, how are we going to take that away?
Right,
It has nothing to do with having dick in your mouth or butt.
right.
Can't think of his name.
What do you think about
It's
the word
not
fag?
like
What's
they
your
ever
opinion?
got. It's not like we ever enslaved them and beat them with whips
This is
and
good.
said that word.
They like whips.
It's it's just one of those things. I have certain words that I just
Like you can't
are
say cunt.
offensive to people
Who is it offensive
that
to?
are close to me, that were friends of mine and family of mine my whole life, and
that's an
out of
offensive word-
respect to them, I would never say those things. I get what.
Maybe
why
they're
it's-
only offended because they're hypersensitive.
Yeah, or offended because you accept the term. If someone goes
Right,
fag and you're like,
yeah.
oh, that's not me, I'm gay.
Yeah.
Then why does that offend you?
Exactly.
It's
Why
just-
are they claiming it? That's not fair.
If
It's not fair. Why do they?
Let's
I
look
wanna,
at the black community.
it's not
I want to
my
fucking claim
word
it.
to claim.
If you want to talk about a word that's been embraced, look at the black community. We started it, they didn't like it, and then they took it back.
Right.
And now
right.
we can't even say it.
Right.
Exactly. And I respect that. I don't say it. I don't do it. And
She says it all the time. This is just for the internet.
That is such bullshit. Anybody that knows me knows I don't say it.
Well, I think if they want that word back, they need a little more work. Because black people did it, and now it's
Yeah.
like not allowed to say it. But we can still say fag.
Yeah,
right?
once
It's
gays
It's
start
not
burning
my
down their
word
own
to say
neighborhoods, like blacks currently are, they
I
can
do
claim
think
whatever they
they
want. Just don't burn down
I don't
shit,
think they're burning down
guys.
their own neighborhoods. They're targeting like Arby's and Targets
I
and
do feel like
Wendy's. Wendy's.
Wendy's.
a
They don't
lot
like
of people
Wendy's.
just get offended to be offended.
And I feel like that's how fag got taken away, because they were like, we want attention because we're, you know. Yeah, that's
Honestly, though, if
And
you guys
I
like an
feel
Arby,
like if you are not being offensive and were to say it, be friends with someone who is gay,
Oh, my best
or
friend's gay.
lesbian, or whatever.
my best
right.
friend's gay, and sometimes he does some faggy shit, and I'm like, that's pretty faggy.
Like,
right.
I've had
And then
gay
there's been
friends,
times where he's
you
like,
know?
yeah, that was, wasn't it?
I mean, you know, like, we don't name names, but we have the one that we used to.
Randy Martin.
We used to tease all the time, you know. Was it, you know, like funny haha or funny queer, you know? And
Yeah.
in her
Wow.
case, it was funny both, you know? Like,
Well, yeah, he's totally right. Like, they are only offended by it because they choose to be offended and claim that word. How about you unfucking claim
I
it?
feel like they're offended by it when it's used in an offensive way.
I
Well, yeah, like when
guarantee
he
you
called me a
gays
fucking
will
faggot.
be gay.
That was offensive to me. And I don't even suck dick, so see what I mean?
But I guarantee you they will be offended just because we use the term faggy on the internet in a public forum. There's going
Our
to be...
4 followers, yeah, they're going to be
Yeah.
enough people.
Yeah, but
No,
still.
I don't think that the kind of people that I am friends with, regardless of their
What would they like to be called?
color or I don't call them anything. They're just my friends, you know.
Okay,
Like,
but if someone said, hey, what is Jesse? I would hope they say, other than like a white man, they'd be like, oh, he's straight.
Fucking
Like,
retard.
what would be the definition?
Can I say retard?
I mean,
I
probably
mean,
not.
I mean, what the fuck?
It's
I mean,
not
I think
good,
you can
but-
because you're one of them. Like, if you're black, you can say that word. You know, it's how it works.
oh, yeah,
That
yeah.
whole thing, don't call me a bitch.
Yeah.
You know? I call me a bitch.
Right. But no, it's like, how many fucking words are gonna get fucking taken away? Like, it's like, I like to say it. It's
That's-
funny.
It's
Like,
It is funny. It's a
like,
good word.
it's a fun word to fucking say.
They either need to
Fuck.
unadopt that word or give me a better one. If you give me a better one, I'll take
one
it.
that suits the situation.
Yeah,
you
the
know?
way it sounds, the way it comes off, the way it feels when people hear it, it's
Right.
perfect. It's a perfect word for
Right.
faggy situations. Like, do you remember hearing in a pink shirt, and it was like, I love teddy bears. I'd be like, well, that's faggy. Yeah,
No,
and
if
I
he
think that's
had on a
completely
pink shirt
appropriate.
And said, "I suck cock," that would be faggy.
No, that'd be
No.
gay.
You see what I mean? Yeah, see? Yeah, you clearly don't understand the word faggy.
I guess I don't.
Yes,
I
like,
guess I don't.
it has nothing to do with sucking dicks. It's faggy things.
Yeah.
That makes things faggy. Has nothing to do with sexual orientation.
Yeah, I love teddy bears.
But
You
pink
could be straight as
shirts
fuck and
aren't
love teddy
always
bears.
bad.
Like people,
Sometimes pink shirts are
okay,
good.
like furries. You know, like what furries are.
Faggy.
Like the people,
Faggy.
the people that dress up in
Like-
like onesies and have sex. Those people.
Yeah, faggy.
Yep.
Faggy as fuck. People that go to anime conventions and dress up in anime costumes. Faggy.
Now, I
You can even be
highly
hot. No.
against doing that.
Right. Like,
Oh my god, because you are like one comic book away from being a Comic-Con kind of person.
Oh, he's
I would go. I would not dress up as a character
See, he's
and
not
like
gay, he's
personify
faggy.
it. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? No, that's faggy. You know?
You're
Okay,
straight.
so let me say this. When, like, my generation, when we were teenagers, something that we did all the time, which I'm sure definitely qualifies under your term there, and I personally would not dress up, but sometimes I would go with people who did, but we would go to, like, the Rocky Horror Picture Show on
It sounds
Friday
like one of the
nights.
stories. Like one of my friend.
Right, I'm asking for a friend.
Yeah.
No, I mean I was there, but I never dressed up. I mean, other than you know
Right.
my black eyeliner and trench coat. you
Right.
know. But you know, we went to Rocky Horror Picture Show, and sometimes we would they would dress up as the characters.
Yeah.
You
That's
guys-
kind of faggy. And I'm even like into movies and shit. And like, yeah,
But Rocky
faggy.
Horror, you can't really watch. It's not something you watch. It's something you experience.
I'd say not super
Right.
faggy, but that's a little faggy. You got
Yeah,
touch of faggy.
yeah, like
If you have you seen the movie?
But see how you can apply something like a touch of faggy? Like you're gay. What? You just lick the dick once.
right. There's no like touch of gay.
Just
you know?
a tip, just
Yeah,
a minute,
yeah,
just to
you
see
can,
how it
like-
There's
goes.
a spectrum of faggy.
Right.
There it is.
Where I feel like gay is black and white.
I feel like you're better understanding faggy now.
You know, I shouldn't say things out loud, but you know, I can't.
It's the internet. It's cool.
No one will ever see it. I'm the only one that watches.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
Right. Well, you know, because of
When we have one view, I'm gonna know it was you watching this.
my living situation, you know, because I live with older people, you know, like the joke is that, you know, it was the 70s and that it was allowed to, you know, you were allowed to be gay in the 70s because it was like free love and shit, you know.
See, that's different. Than
That's faggy.
Though they all dressed faggy, isn't that weird?
Right. Well, I mean, that's because it was the 70s and it was allowed, you know.
You
Like,
could be faggy and gay
like
back
we
then.
joke at,
Right.
we joke at the house, you know,
360.
like,
Right.
you know, he had like the Western shirts and stuff like that like had the pearly snaps on it and corduroys.
Yeah, that's pretty faggy.
Yeah, it's kind of
Anybody that dresses like Elvis, faggy.
Did Elvis wear that? I mean,
I feel like he wore
Whatever
a
he wore was
complete
faggy.
ensemble of faggy things, and that sounds very Elvis-esque.
Okay.
A vest with pearl buttons.
It wasn't a vest. It was like those shirts, like
A suit.
Right, yeah.
70s
Yeah.
clothes. Like he would dress like that. He was a bartender back then.
Well, yeah, I feel like you're
Bartenders don't
better
dress like that
understanding.
No, not at all. But you get all different kinds.
That's true.
Well, but yeah, now you get the difference between faggy and
Yeah, see, it's not.
get it, but
Yeah, it's yeah.
like.
just not a term I would.
It's a word we should take back. I wish I could think of a word that was as offensive to me, but it's really hard to offend me.
Yeah, I
As
mean,
a white man, I don't know. Can you give one example that would offend a white man?
I don't know.
in
You
that
said
way?
you were offended when I called you a faggot.
Okay, well, yeah. That's for the sake of the joke. I wasn't really offended. Can you think of something that like really hurts you? Like, what can someone say to you? Like, oh,
One of my exes.
I'm not like
whatever,
hypersensitive
he called
like
a
that.
Punk. Like that was his thing. Don't ever call.
Oh,
me a
and then there's like women out there that are like, "Don't call me a cunt. The cunt's." It's
why is
like,
it a bad word?
what? It's so fun to say.
Sometimes they really are a cunt.
That's
you
another
know?
word we
Right.
take back. Two words we're trying to take back.
Cunt.
Cunt and
And
faggot.
like, dude, like they say cunt in Europe like it's the.
no.
Like they say the.
Like Jim Jeffries, he can say it all day. That's his accent.
Right.
If you're Australia, you can say cunt, you get a pass. That's like being black. There's a lot of things that are like being black.
One of my quarantine binges was Wentworth, and they say it a lot in Wentworth. Wentworth is fun once you get used to the accents because you learn all kinds of new.
Yeah.
Just based on the title, it sounds like an old person show.
I do agree.
No, it's like Orange is the New Black, but with accents.
Okay, that show fucking sucked.
Yeah, 2 to 3, you lose.
Sorry.
Them
Orange
2 to
is the
1.
New Black. I do not want to see fat dykes blow their pussy out with a screwdriver. I'm sorry.
Now,
They
Orange,
don't do that.
Orange is the New Black was not
No.
horrible.
I did not enjoy it.
I only watched like the first season and a half, and this is not all about like, you know, free love in the prison. This is about like, bitches being fucking cold.
Male prison isn't about free love in the prison either.
Right.
I mean, it
Even
happens,
sometimes
but
this prison isn't
ain't free.
so free, you know. But it's about like, you know, they do some fucked up shit because the power thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they don't have any money. You know, but they have the
Ramen
power.
noodles and honey buns. I
Right.
know.
Either that, you know, whether they have money on the outside or they're just, I'm a bad at, like the one in the first couple seasons, one of the main people, she's kind of small. She's a badass though. She's all tatted up. And, but she's got this other girl who's, she's a big fella.
I feel it.
And, she, you know, she will fuck your world up.
Do you have one of friends that likes Wentworth with you?
Do I have friends that watched
Yeah.
it with me? Well, me and my mom watched it like together,
Yeah.
like at the same time.
You could
But-
do a Wentworth podcast, you know.
Yeah, I had a friend who recommended it. So yeah, but
Yeah.
I should. Who is the one who was always?
Yeah, you just do this and be like, that big fella bitch. Behind those bars.
No,
you
so
believe that?
there's a show that Netflix made after Orange Is the New Black called Jailbirds, and it's
Haven't seen it.
it's like a documentary style show about women in like a secure ass prison, and yeah, that's a lot better than fucking Orange Is the New Black. It's like A&E style, you know what I mean? Like real prison bitches
Right.
documentary.
And they have
And it's
those
good.
like on like A&E or
I
something.
like 60
now.
Days In.
60 Days In is good. I don't know if you've
Right.
watched that. It's good.
It's good.
Not much. No.
One dude fought the fuck out of that prisoner, and they were like, that's cool.
Yeah, it's about like they put cops in prison for 60 days.
Oh,
Yeah, and the
no, I
cops
didn't.
have to live amongst prisoners for 60 days.
You're not
It's
cops.
pretty good. Some of them are cops.
Some of them are ex-cops.
Oh, is that how it works?
Yeah, they're
It's
actually
something like that.
And they're just like getting
I don't think I've ever actually watched a full episode. I just watch clips.
Point of it, is it
They're
just-
trying to find drugs and the problems in the prison. So they send
Yeah.
them undercovers
I
and they get
gotcha.
them.
I gotcha.
But after
Yeah.
the
Not
first
like
season,
for money or
no.
anything like
But
that.
after the first season, everyone was like, "You want that 60 Days In shit?" Every season.
Yeah.
Like, they just post cameras all in this. I'm here every day. I see cameras. bitch.
They're like big, like studio cameras. They got
Yeah,
lights.
lights,
They
yeah.
put lights up.
Documentary.
Everybody-
60 Days In documentary.
They're like mic'd up like football players. They got like the little mic pack on their backs. They're like, why?
Like it's
Why?
reality.
Yeah, they have like safety coats. So one guy will be like,
Yeah, no,
City.
I'm
and he gets pulled out. They're like, oh, that guy has a shoulder problem.
I'm more like the Love After Lockup. Like I watched
I
the
would
That
never watch
sounds
that.
super faggy.
super trashy though, but I love a good.
Yeah, you also
car wreck.
love things like Dancing with the Stars. So you're
That's just this year.
Is
I
Carol
only-
Baskin killing it?
no.
No, she did make it. She wasn't the first one voted off, but I'm pretty sure she was the second, and she was
How
so
good would
bad.
it have been if they were like talk to the government and they got Joe Exotic out and they were like, your dance partner is
Oh
Carol.
my god! That
And you're
was
gonna go
so
back to
funny.
jail if you don't win this fucking thing.
So funny.
They really raised the stakes.
Everybody would tune in, man. I'd watch it.
But yeah, she
But I
she,
admit that's why I watched it because
she also watches like home remodeling shows. So you're
I'm not as
I like
into
home remodeling a
those.
little bit.
yeah.
I mean, you're in a construction company. That's a you could pass.
Right, and if
You don't.
if I had
baggy.
like that would be like the dream thing, you know. If
To have a TV show? Yeah,
no,
great.
no,
I would love to have a TV show.
no, to like
We have
flip the
one.
houses.
I know, right?
That's right. You know, you got a phone, but to flip houses and like do designing and stuff like that, I'm really into things like that. Like one of the things I do every year, me and my mom do, is we go to. They have this thing called the Parade of
When you
Homes.
say flip houses and stuff, do you mean like say do this like this, do this like that, or are you gonna go like pull down walls, hang up rafters?
I'm gonna tell somebody else to pull down wall and hang. I'm gonna tell you what I want done.
I think most people
But
would
I'm not
enjoy
gonna-
that though. I
Right.
don't think you're alone.
right, and I get that, but that would be like, I didn't.
The shitty part's doing it.
It's not. Yeah, it's not the company that I
Yeah.
own now is not it wasn't like my whole life I wanted to
Yeah.
be in the asphalt.
So I'd love to be like, all right, blow this wall out. I need another 200 square feet over there.
Right.
Blow that wall out.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if I did that, I'd have to do it, and then it'd be like not very good put together. The house would fall
I don't
down.
know.
I don't have those skills, but
I don't either.
I have the vision, you
Yeah.
know, and like the decorating aspect of it. Like would tell you what colors to put on the
Dude,
wall.
you have to tell
You
me
watch
to hang stuff
you
on the
watch
walls.
Property Brothers. I can have no respect for your taste in TV. You watch Property Brothers.
They're not something that I would watch by choice. That's more, my mom likes the Property Brothers and like Love It or List It. I prefer just going into the different like
What are
house
the 3
hunters.
best colors to paint
Right.
on a house?
On the outside?
Inside. What are the 3 best colors to go with?
Like
Go. 3, 2, 1. Answer.
gray, beige, white, like I don't know. As far as
Eggshell.
I mean, right. They wouldn't be my colors of choice.
Yeah.
But
So
if
you
I
like to
was-
make a battleship.
I would do like if I was gonna sell the house, you've got to cater
Right.
to your customer, so you do something in a neutral tone. But the staging it, like if I could be like the house stager,
That's what you'd want to do.
oh, that could be super cool. But I would go from like
I would hate that.
like if things with me and the one guy between the two.
Right.
If they had worked out differently, like I could have done miracles with that house in Kenley. You know, like I
Right.
could see way cool stuff
Oh
happening.
yeah,
It was
that house was crazy.
it was like an old house.
But he
and-
did very faggy things to it, like put like Jesus stained glass
no,
windows.
He didn't. He didn't. It came with them.
Oh, but didn't he like it? He wanted to keep them.
On a podcast where you just go, on the house on Kindle, you know? No, nobody knows.
No, but that's because I don't want to say names. But
Right.
you know,
But this was like
House
a
it's
looked
like
dude, this was like a
house.
4,000 square foot
There
fucking
you go.
house.
Description.
It's not a farmhouse. It was like an in town in an
Yeah.
old town, like
Yeah, and it was
historical, like it
huge.
had a historical plaque.
Okay.
But it was old and run down, and he wanted me to move to town and live in this house and us slowly flip it.
Mm-hmm.
And that was not the plan. Like, I don't want to live in town. I love the house. If the house was out in the country, that would have been different. I don't want to live in town.
Dude, it had 2 kitchens.
Wow.
It did. It had like a upstairs, like someone had, converted it at one point where it could have been its own apartment upstairs.
Uh-huh.
It was really nice. And it could have been amazing.
Just the
But-
upstairs had like 4 bedrooms.
You're
Yeah.
living in town, and your neighbors are like right there, and things ain't
Yeah.
cool in North Carolina like they're cool here. And you can't have like a pool and things
Yeah.
like that. Like it wasn't the location that I wanted. And then there were other things that
Yeah.
didn't work out. But
But that house was fucking humongous.
it was humongous. And you may not know this, but like Robbie's family had a bunch of houses like that up in Ohio.
Who the fuck, Robbie? Oh, Papa.
I'm
Oh.
sorry.
Who
I'm sorry.
the fuck calls him that?
I call him Robbie because he's not my dad,
Yeah.
but he was his papa. Papa, yes. Papa his family had like a bunch of old houses like that in some town around Kenton. I don't know which town.
Why are you lying? There are no towns around Kenton.
Like little towns that are, like Forest or Ada or something like that.
The gas station?
Yeah, I know, right? No, like the only one that I remember was like Mount Victory was
No,
close.
It was like something, a town
But,
like
like-
that, but it wasn't
but,
Mount
like,
Victory. I don't remember what town.
Ada wasn't close. You had to drive through a cornfield for 20 minutes in a straight line. That
Okay.
wasn't close. It's not like how we got from the Springs to Security, how they touch.
Right.
You know what I
Or
mean?
even like Zebulon to Raleigh.
Right.
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 I agree completely. I couldn't stand
Yeah, it's the same thing with like Lima. Lima is like a half hour away, but it's
an
like
hour of a completely straight, flat road.
right with
and
corn.
every direction it was like that around Kenton, the little town
Yeah.
we were from in Ohio. But yeah, it's in the middle of nowhere. 30 minutes to anything.
Yeah,
They have a Walmart.
they
now.
do have a
But
Walmart.
there's no place
Yep.
to eat but fast food in town. Like if you want food after say 6 o'clock, you have to have fast food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I live in a small town in Georgia. It was similar.
Doesn't he say similar weird?
Similar?
He says similar.
Similar? Did you say similar?
Similar.
I like similar better.
See?
It's similar.
Similar.
He's transposing the letters.
Yeah, it's weird.
You-
I don't
you
even think
understand
that. I don't think that's a
with
word.
her name.
Transposing.
Similar?
Yeah,
I think transposing's a word.
I don't know.
transposing is totally a word, and it means like when you flip something like that.
Why wouldn't you say flip?
Yeah,
Like, why do they
flip
make
the
such a big word
words.
for the word flip?
College education.
She went to Ohio State.
Oh.
But your Nana does that. I hear her on the phone, like talking to like whoever one day and telling her who she is.
like words backwards.
No, but she's saying her name, and she was like, her name was Catherine, and her name is Catherine. Like Catherine would be like KATHYRN, and her name is RYN.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's not your name. You don't know your name.
I told
I mean-
you, Nana's losing her mind.
No, she's just.
She forgot her own name.
I mean, she's just salty at this point.
She's
Fucking
just,
call me
you know,
Carrie. I don't
like-
care.
I don't sweat the small stuff. I don't worry about things. Things don't piss me off. And we were talking to Angel about that the other day. Like, I can't really remember ever being in a fight with my mom.
Thought she was gonna just drop off the mom part.
No.
Her mom is also like very non-confrontational and would just much rather
She
just let her
doesn't-
kid be a fuck
I
up.
used to think that she doesn't have any opinion,
Uh-huh.
but she's not. It's not like that. She has every opinion. Whoever she's talking to, like, she'll have your opinion and get on the
Yeah.
bandwagon with it.
At least you
But-
know she's never gonna watch this.
Well, no, she might. She probably will. She probably will watch it.
Oh, really?
But she would watch it like when I was watching it. Like she
Right.
wouldn't probably pull it up herself.
Yeah, that's right.
Right.
Yeah. Anita watches them usually too. I thought because she usually like
It's so weird.
Yeah.
like
We're gonna have a weird base for a weird reason.
right all these random
Yeah.
old women. You
Yeah.
know? Yeah. But
All right, so this is Big Fellas episode 8.
Yeah.
Getting to know Austin.
Yeah.
And this is Mom. Thank
Yeah.
you, Susie,
Yeah.
for being on.
are we done?
I think
Yeah,
we're
I
done.
think
This
we're
is
good.
like the longest
we
one
never
we've ever
even
done.
told the recliner story.
Oh my god, the recliner story is great. So
Do it
to
before.
finish up the podcast.
Okay, so you got to do the background first.
I know I'm gonna.
Okay.
So we
This
were
is their story.
we were like, I was on probation whenever I was in high school, and I got kicked out of school, so I was just stuck at home, and she didn't have a job, so we were just like at each other's throats.
I told y'all earlier, like I had lost my house.
Right, but that's so much. That's way too much backstory. We live in Ohio.
With my mom.
Yes,
Because I had no place else really to go.
I was gonna get to that. You're making it all fucking weird.
Oh, whatever.
So yeah, we live at Nana's house in Ohio. I'm on probation. I'm expelled from school, and me and her. She doesn't have a job. We're just kicking it every day, and we are at each other's fucking throats every fucking day. And one day I don't know what the fuck we started arguing about, but we.
You wanted food or something, but I had asked you to do something, and you hadn't done whatever it was I asked you to do.
I don't know. Regardless, it doesn't really matter what we were arguing
Right,
about.
we
were
fighting.
fucking pissed, and she.
No, I was pissed because you wouldn't stop pushing my buttons, trying to get me to do whatever it was.
Yeah, and I was like fucking with her hardcore, and I kept like fucking with her, and so she
No, you gotta tell the story but you gotta tell about Nana and why the chair.
Okay, so she had these two
You guys are fucking horrible at telling stories.
Yeah, because she won't shut the fuck up. So Nana had these fucking chairs that she was all fucking passionate about because it was like one of the last things that she bought with her husband before he died, and blah blah blah, and like she would cry about them and shit.
She was just like really particular. Don't be making a mess in my chair. Don't
Yeah, like don't
Eat
don't
food.
jump on my chairs, you know,
don't
like
be
rough with
the
my
That's
chair.
crazy. Don't jump on my chair. What a crazy woman.
Yeah, but no, she would like cry about these fucking chairs.
Right.
And anyways, I'm fucking pissing off my mom because I think it's fucking funny
Right, he thinks
to
it's
do
funny
that.
to-
And so
It is.
she goes and grabs a box of mozzarella sticks.
No, because the thing was, he was like, I don't care, I've got food in the freezer. And I was like, I bought that food. You're not, no. And he's like, oh, I'm going to eat it. And I was so mad. I went to the freezer and I got the cheese sticks and whatever else. I mean, I went back a couple times. And I kept going back and throwing because there was no spanking him or anything. He's like 16 years old, and I learned many years back that
You tell stories just like a woman.
Yeah, she gets very off topic. She won't shut up.
But I
Just
always
listen.
come back. I always
No,
come back.
just listen. Just listen.
I'm throwing all this frozen food at him, and he's sitting in this chair. And then next thing I know, he's on the phone with my mom talking about, and my mom's at work.
No, I wasn't sitting in the chair. She threw it at me, and
he
it
was sitting in the chair.
missed me and landed in the fucking chair. So cheese sticks like explode all over this chair.
Throwing the cheese sticks at him, though. That's the point.
Right.
Not at the chair. But he calls up my mom and is like, I don't know what's going on with your daughter. She's lost her mind. She's so pissed off at your chair. And she's throwing all the food in the freezer at your chair. She's making a mess. There's cheese sticks everywhere. She's losing it, Nana. You got to come home and can you bring me some McDonald's? And I'm like,
She just throwing food.
my mom comes home and she is fucking livid. She is pissed to no end because she believes him and thinks that I am destroying her chair.
So you called her?
I called her and was like,
Okay.
yo,
Yeah.
your daughter is pissed off at your chairs and
She
throwing.
lost her mind, and I don't know why. Nana, but and my mom was so.
Well, I mean, in her credit, she heard that, came home. There were cheese sticks on the floor.
Right.
First question, who threw them? You say me. What's your problem? I don't care what the reason was. Why are you throwing cheese sticks at anything?
Right.
But to know,
Give her credit.
she totally believed him.
Yeah, I
about-
totally finessed that
A
situation
little bit.
real
The
well.
crazy part is that you're throwing frozen food across the house for any reason.
Because that was the thing. Once he became too big to spank,
You started just wasting food out
I would get so frustrated. I admit it, I was not a good mom. But I would get so frustrated, and I wouldn't throw things that would, like, I wouldn't throw, like, a big ceramic,
Yeah.
statue at his head.
That would have worked better.
It probably would, like, I would never throw things like that. It was always something like cheese sticks that wouldn't hurt him,
It hurt me on the inside. I lost the cheese sticks.
Right.
Now someone's like, "Would you like cheese sticks?" Like, no.
No.
Remember, Sonia used to come over and you'd always
Yeah.
tell her to make you pizza bites or
Bagel bites, yeah. I would make this lady that would come to our house make me food. She was in no way related to me.
One of my best stories is my grandma. My dad told me this. My grandpa used to come home drunk a lot and like be abusive, I guess. Anyway, so he came home one day drunk and he was like, "What's for dinner, bitch?" So she opened up the can cabinet. It's like fucking green beans, corn, and beat the fuck out of him with cans when he was drunk as shit.
Austin used to, like, I'm a super scaredy cat. I'm sure you probably have never told you that, but I'm a super scaredy cat. Like, I don't watch scary movies. If I do, I watch them during the daytime.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a scaredy cat. And one particular movie, Poltergeist, is, like, super scary to me.
That movie fucking sucks.
Whatever, but like because of my childhood and I grew up in that area and I was such a scaredy cat and my dad was trying to be a cool dad and showed me the places where they filmed movies like where we lived. One was E.T. and one was Poltergeist. E.T., okay, fine, I wasn't scared. But when I knew there were like dead bodies underneath the pool and we had a pool in our backyard, yeah, it kind of freaked
It's
me out
never
a little
bothered me.
bit.
You know when people are like, "Would you buy this house that people were murdered in?"
Yeah,
Do I get a
wouldn't
discount?
give
Fuck
a
yeah.
fuck.
I'd buy the fuck out of that house.
Yeah,
I don't
once
care how
I
horrific it
was
was.
scared
Once you're
cat,
dead, you're
so-
just an inanimate object.
His mom stabbed her children. I'll buy that shit for 50% off all day.
Right.
He used
Did
to
you
go.
clean it? Clean it.
He would go in the kitchen, like when I wouldn't know he was in there, and like rearrange all the cans and
Me?
trying to make them be poltergeist.
Me?
Yes. And
remember that
opening
shit.
up all
Oh,
the
I would
cabinets.
definitely open up the cabinets, because, yeah.
As a kid,
Because, like, she would get so mad. I said, you left this cabinet open, so to be a dick, I would just open every cabinet so whenever she would walk in.
as a kid, would you go swimming and like, I'm gonna lay face down and act like I'm dead and hold my breath as long as I can?
No, but as a
No, not all
kid,
kids
as
do
a
that.
3-year-old child, he taught himself to swim. He did. We
You
were.
really don't need to compliment him more. His ego's huge.
I
Now he's
know,
gonna go to
but
work and be like,
it
I'll
is
swim at
true,
3.
like, he
No, but I
was, he
did
was
teach myself.
stubborn. He was stubborn about stuff like that, and he wanted to go in the deep end, and he couldn't go in the deep
Yeah.
end without us in there. And I was like, learn how to swim if you want to go in the deep end. And so they had like a hot
Bet,
tub,
bitch. Watch me.
a hot tub big enough that like if he had to touch the ground, he could like push off the bottom and
Yeah.
get to the ledge kind of thing. And he just kept going back and forth across this hot tub until he learned how to swim. He was like 3 years
I don't
old.
know when I learned how to swim. I know when I was, in
kind of a badass.
one of my early, it was first, I think it was before first grade, we went to the YMCA and they all taught us.
Nah, my YMCA was a daycare, not like the traditional
Yeah.
YMCA.
Right,
like in
right.
most
Oh,
areas,
okay.
the YMCA.
No, we had like a water slide and a swimming coach.
Nah,
and
my
once a week.
YMCA was just like a daycare for poor
Right,
people.
like the Y in like Cary and Raleigh, like they have
Right,
Ys
yeah,
like
they
that
have Ys, but
around
like,
the Raleigh
Okay.
area,
yeah, my
but
YMCA was not
we
that.
lived out in the country kind of.
Okay.
Meh, we lived in the burbs. But yeah.
In the
The
suburbs.
burbs.
My boyfriend likes to say that I'm a subdivision kid. Like I'm
Yeah.
not a city
Yeah.
kid. I'm not a country
You kind of
kid.
come off like that.
I'm
yeah.
a subdivision kid. I grew up in a subdivision.
I could put you as a character in Ed, Ed, and Eddie. You could have a house.
I don't know Ed and Eddie.
Yeah, you wouldn't know it. She doesn't watch fucking
Yeah,
cartoons.
she'd live like four.
No.
She'd live like 4 houses down from those girls with all the weird hair.
Yeah, no, she's like very much against cartoons. And that's
Well-
part of the reason why like I don't really watch adult cartoons now, because my mom told me for all of growing up, cartoons are for kids. I'm not watching this shit.
I mean,
And when
I
would
have
so
a
I,
couple
dude,
of
I grew up watching
exceptions,
like Law and Order.
I grew up.
Well,
Well, that
Law
was
and
the thing with you when you were young. He never slept until I started medicating him. And when he was 5 in kindergarten, he never slept through the night. Like everybody said, oh, feed him cereal, do this, do that. Until he was 5, he never slept through the night. And there were certain things that were just like would soothe him. And back when he was a baby, Law and Order used to only come on. It came on like A&E, and it came on like 4 times a day or something, or I don't know. It was on at like 3 and at 7.
Yeah, nighttime nanny. I guess.
Right. Well, and it was something
We used
about
Mickey
that
Mouse.
show. Yeah. And I admit it. Like if it
We
gave
use
me-
special victims unit to put our kid to sleep.
Well, I mean, it was something about it. He would sit, and I don't know if it was just familiar to him or what, but
No, I think it's because it's the fucking music's like dun 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 dun. Dun,
yeah.
It's the doink doink.
Yeah, it is.
dun, dun, dun,
And
dun,
also,
dun.
your soothing music as a baby, Alanis Morissette.
I don't know who the
I
fuck
don't know
that
who that
is.
is.
So.
Oh my God!
You act
She's
like
just
people
making-
should know that. I feel
I
like most
know,
people
like-
don't know that.
I don't know who the
No,
fuck
most
Alanis.
people do know it. Maybe not your generation, but Alanis Morissette. I can't believe you don't know it because it was what I. And I discovered it because you were throwing a hella fit coming back from Lima one time and would not shut up. And there's nothing you can do. There's no gas stations or anything for 30 miles, flat, straight road. That's it. This kid screaming in the back of the car. And Alanis Morissette, You Ought to Know, comes on the radio. And he
Sing a song that people would know.
You ought to know. I'm so bad at that game. I don't.
Do it. Sing a song. No, come
No.
on. What's one of her songs? Sing it. Do
You
it.
ought to know.
It's
It
for the
goes,
podcast.
hold on.
Yeah, let her sing it. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
I gotta get the words in my head first.
Start time.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Done perform.
It goes,
Who the fuck's Alanis Morissette?
you.
I don't know.
You think? I bet she isn't even
Shit,
hot. I bet she's not
I
hot.
can't do it. Now y'all are making me crazy.
Fine, look her up real quick.
I'm gonna.
Let's make a bet. Bet how hot do you think she is? Look up her
She's
and
not
she's young.
hot. She looks like a bohemian, like hippie chick.
What is bohemian?
Bohemian?
What is a bohemian?
Like the Bahamas?
No,
I
like
wanna
a
hear the
hippie
definition.
chick. Like a hippie chick.
Wait, why is bohemian a hippie chick?
That's just how it is. Like with the
Doesn't that sound
fringy vests
disrespectful?
and those like skirts that look
I
all
thought bohemians were very
patchworky
large
and-
women.
Bohemians,
don't
no.
play her song on the podcast.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
because our 4 followers are really gonna flag that.
I
Okay.
mean,
Yeah,
maybe
you gotta
not
sing it.
now, but
That's the idea. You gotta sing it.
Oh, hold on. I can put it on and sing it out loud. It's like, hold on.
Fly away to the moon. That's what I'm guessing.
No, it was
Yeah,
angry.
women
It's like angry chick rock. Is
Oh.
what it is. It's like
I don't know.
Hit me with your best shot.
it's after that.
Fire away.
I'd go down on you in a theater. That's a line in it.
No.
What a whore.
You-
No,
she is. Well, she's pissed. And do you think?
yeah,
of
she
me-
sounded really mad.
She
Oh,
is.
shit.
She's like, do you think of me when you fuck her?
Probably not.
Right. I mean, that's the thing. It's like angry chick music. She's pissed off.
So she's old school Taylor Swift.
Yeah, but angry about it. She's like, I mean,
Yeah, Taylor was sad. So the angry Taylor.
Yeah, and Taylor makes it sound happy when she like just
Yeah.
her tones and stuff. And Alanis Morissette. She also did like, "Isn't It Ironic?" Don't you think? Do you know that song?
Nope.
She's just making
The
up
guy.
fucking-
He,
Do you know Hot Shower?
no.
I bet her is better than Alanis
I bet you it is, yes.
Well,
Shout out Chance
on
the
the way
Rapper.
home, I will
Chance.
definitely play some Alanis Morissette so that Austin can have flashbacks to his childhood.
Okay.
But it was angry chick rock that would calm him down, and that was like, it was one of those CDs that almost the whole CD was hits. And I would put it on like when I'd clean the house and shit. And so it was like familiar music that he'd hear all the time. And that was like the thing. And after that time in the car, we always had that CD with us.
Ouch.
So that if he ever was freaking out in the car.
All right. Well, I need a cigarette.
Yeah.
This dog
Okay.
sucks.
We're done.
Bye, guys.
Big fellas, episode
My
8.
dog's being a bitch.
Watch episode 9.